All right, guys. Welcome to the 2022 award ceremony. This is something we do every single year, and it's just my opportunity to just thank you guys for the great year we had in 2022. What are some of the things that you guys remember from 2022? We worked hard. We definitely did. Yeah, it was like we always do, We definitely worked hard, and we're definitely working hard right now too. I mean, there's other things that happen, like, come on, like, besides the Bad Bunny album, what happened? You guys remember 2022 for?
They changed.
A lot of changes. We worked hard. And I think a lot of changes which equal challenges, which we'll kind of go over. We'll do a recap of the year, but a lot of challenges, and it really brought the team together, though, I would say. So I think team chemistry is really great, and just a lot of great things to celebrate. So let's go over the 2022 results. All right, first thing first, number one farmers agency in the nation. Most policies sold. Okay, so let's give it up for ourselves for that. I mean, there's, 14,000. I'm not sure how many agencies there are in the whole nation, and not a single agency outsold us. So we sold more than any other agency, over 5,000 policies sold. And just that by itself makes it a great year. I mean, to be the top producing agency. So that's something we should be all proud of. You guys individually should be really proud of, because you guys were the ones that wrote the policies, not me. So big congratulations for you guys. And just like we do for our monthly results meetings, I want to just go over how we improved from last year. So this is how much we wrote in 1 year, 3.4 million. Now we're at 5 million. That's how much we wrote in a year. Which makes sense because we wrote 5,000 policies. Every policy is about $1,000 average. So $5 million in premium we wrote in 1 year. Average monthly 286 last year, or 2021. Okay, so last year we averaged at 421,000. So just in 2021, not too long ago, we were like, let's get to 300. And now we wrote on average 421. And then total PIF, which is policy in force, it's 11,000 at the end of 2021. At the end of 2022 was 13,000. And now actually in January it's 14,000. But the only problem is we have 5,000 Bristol West policies. So that's could potentially, but thanks to your guys' help, we're not going to go down all the way to 8,000, because 5,000 is Bristol West. It's a lot of policies. So that's 800 non-renewals we're facing every day. Hence, you guys are extremely busy, and Laura's working on getting pictures right now. So, but we're going to be rewriting as much as possible, but these are things we need to worry about, how many policies we have as an agency. And then in total premium, this is how much we collect from all our policyholders in a year. So in 2021 was 13 million. Now we're at 16 million. In January, we're in a rolling 12 months, we were at 17 million, but that includes all the renewals, all the new business policy. So let's say 5 million is new business, and then 11 million is renewal premium coming in. So every year as an agency, last year we collected 16 million in total. Okay, and that's how the companies compare agency size, and that's kind of where we're at. And that's, I'm sure you guys don't really think about this stuff or really ask like what other agency sizes, but we're getting up there as one of the largest agencies. Okay, we're definitely one of the largest agencies in California. I'm not sure if we're the biggest or not. We may be now, but the Bristol West book of business is going to make a big difference. And we're also writing outside of farmers too, which this is including. So yeah, it's just a great year and just shows how far we came. Lupe was saying this reminds me of college. And I was telling her I should have paid attention so I could learn how to use this, but we'll go through these. One by one. Okay, January we did 344,000. At that time was our best month ever. Okay, we were like, all right, we got 300,000. February we did 362,000, best month ever. You see a trend there. We had 8 best months ever out of 12 months. Okay, March 378,000. Just to go over some of those things here. In April we had a challenge there. Okay, April we didn't do as well. I fired one person. It was due to unethical behavior, and then four other people quit at the same time. So if you guys remember that, it was a pretty crazy month. That was a month that Linda actually started with us. Let's give it up for Linda. Literally saved us. And then America got licensed that month too, so let's get up for America. Well, you kind of see some trends. This happens in business a lot. We kind of start doing really well and challenges happen, we go down. But one of the things that is really for sure about our agency is that once we go down, we don't stay down. We figure out ways and we go back up. So it's a trend we will kind of see is like we go up, we go down a little bit, but we always bounce back and even go higher than what we were before. So May we bounced back at 400,000. That was our first month ever to reach 400,000. June, 414,000. That month I remember as the month I went to President's Council. I went to West Virginia, and then I came back with COVID. So I was out like 2 weeks that month, and then we still had our best month ever. So that was starting for me to see that, hey, like, I'm not that important. There's also Judith got licensed that month, so let's get it for Judith for that month. And then it was also Laura's 10 years anniversary that month too. So. And then July, what happened? We went all the way down to 282.
Oh, Bristol West, they took it out. Was it?
They didn't take it out, but
We couldn't do full coverage.
well, we could, but
5,000.
that was probably worse than now because we couldn't go outside because it technically still qualified to write with farmers. So that was a tough month. You know, we figured out everything we can. We tried writing Texas policies. We tried writing homes, and it was just a month where we just tried to figure everything out. So another huge challenge we were faced with. But we started figuring things out as August when we went back to 373. It was a bounce back month for us. That's the month I went to Dallas and went to a conference and spoke there and came back with the idea of like, okay, well, we're not going to reach for 500,000. We're going to go for 1 million. And then I came back with also the idea of building leaders in the future too. So that was an important month for us. And then September, that's when the Bristol West approval process went away. It's like a gold rush in here. And then we did 466K. That's also when Genesis and Ava joined us. Welcome, Genesis and Ava. And then we just kept on rolling from there. Okay, 556 in October. That's when Jamie joined us. And then November was our first month. We hit 600,000. It's a huge month. We just kept on. I was thinking like I'm gonna be buying private jets or something like that. And then reality hit again. What happened in December?
They closed the news about Bristol West.
Yeah, Bristol has complete shutdown. So it's just one of those things. Again, we go up, we have a challenge in staff members, unethical in staff. We go up again, rule changes, we go down, then we're going back again. So that is when Spady joined us, and then Bristol West shut down, and then we also moved to a new office.
I remember that month.
Yeah, great. Well, it was just a few months away, but it's just been a crazy year. It's in a way a roller coaster ride, you guys can see. But at the end of the year, we're just so much higher than we were when we started. I mean, from 300 to 600, right? And then if you look at January, February, March, we're going the right direction. So just a great year overall for us. All right. So before we get into the award winners, I want to have the future DKIA winners come up to the stage here. That is Maria, R, Stephanie, Victoria, Lupe, and Jeanette. All right, let's give it up for them. Our future stars, okay, here. So let's start off with Maria because you started first. It was January, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So I call them the future stars because next year they'll be, here getting awards. So Maria, a little bit about Maria. Why don't you share your personal background and one fun fact?
Before here, I started working at Allstate. I worked about 6 months. That's when I got into the insurance Before that, I worked in hospitality for 15 years. I was a beverage manager at the Anaheim Convention Center. And then one fun fact about me is cosmetology. I'm cosmetology licensed and I have my own lash line business.
Yeah, maybe maybe get hooked up. Yeah? All right, cool. Well, let's get up for Maria again. And then the second person that started is Stephanie. So Stephanie, a little bit about yourself, your professional background and fun fact.
So I used to work at Allstate for like about a year. And then prior to that, I was a logistics specialist for Visio. And a fun fact about me, I do like party decorations or like chocolate covered strawberries for fun. And on the side, should we something to
Hey, you guys are using this opportunity to like sell stuff, huh?
Now we know.
All right, and then she, another fun fact is that she used to work with Linda too, previously at a farmer's agency. All right, and then Victoria?
I used to work for Allstate for about 3 years, and then I was working with Gold's Gym at the same time, and then ended up leaving Allstate and did Gold's Gym on top of doing lash extensions and brow lamination. And that's my fun fact as well.
Let's get up for Victoria.
I'm missing an item.
Yeah, another sales pitch. And then we also, and then Victoria also worked with Espedi. So thank you to Espedi and thank you to Linda. And then we have Lupe. These fun facts or these professional backgrounds are interesting because I realized like I didn't even like ask for resumes. So I'm finding out a little bit about you guys too. So Lupe?
I had no prior experience in insurance sales. I came from the medical field. I was a phlebotomist. I drew blood. Now I just do it on the side, so if you guys ever
There you go again.
just let me know. I'll do it during lunch instead of coming to class. My fun fact is I'm a Gemini and I'm really into horoscopes, and I kind of stalked the Instagram to find out your guys' birthdays, and I know like almost all your guys'.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get up for Lupe. And then we have Jeanette, who just started this week. Your professional background and fun facts?
My professional background is insurance. I've been doing insurance for 25 years. Prior to coming here, I was a manager at Arthur J. Gallagher. I wanted to do something different and, grow within the company. And that's why I'm here. Fun facts is that I love to travel. I travel every year, everywhere, and that's it.
All right, great. We're really happy to have Jeanette too, and we can't wait to present to you guys your awards next year. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna get started here. So first, we're gonna go with the first-time winners. So these are, we have a lot of different tenure here. So we have some people who's been here for, this week, and then all the way to 10 years. So we're gonna start off with the first-time winners. These are team members that are winning this award for the first time because we were the #1 farmers insurance agency. So this first-time winner, I'm not sure if you could say that she started in December 2020 or she started in April 2017. But yeah, let's get our first lady. She's not here right now. But she started in December, and she really started with our agency in 2017. Many of you guys may not have known that. And the first time around it didn't work out, and then we thought, hey, will it work out the second time? And just in the short very amount of time, we now find out that it is going to work out, because sales is a skill that pays the bills here, and that's one thing that she is able to do. In her first full month, or not even full month, December 12th, she started and had 15K. And someone that I know she's going to be doing really well, and someone who we hope to have many award ceremony in the future too. So let's get up again for Espedi. Okay, now this first-time winner started in October of 2022, and before the insurance, she was actually our car mechanic. So let's give it up for. Let's give it to Jamie. We'll take a picture later, probably. Yeah. So one thing about Jamie, in sales you got to follow up. So during the recruiting process, came down to one person I was pretty set on hiring, and he was following up, and so was she, and he just had a little bit more experience in customer service phone experience, and I was going to make him an offer, but I would just say, okay, if he just calls, it was on a Wednesday, I would say, if this guy calls me today, then I'm going to give him the job, because he followed up all the way through then. Like, he did everything to just get on the phone with me, and so was Jamie, and that day, he didn't, and she did. So, and I'm so happy you did, Jamie, because now, we found out, because you never know until you hire somebody, but as soon as we found out she's a super fast learner, and not only is she very fast learner, but now she's able to help other people and help our clients, and someone, because of the age factor too, I could just say just has a really, really bright future in the insurance business. So we're really, really happy that you called and followed up for us that day. So let's welcome again, Jamie. All right, and then this team member started in September of 2022, had a 98% attendance, which was something we always value, and was early every day. So let's give it up for Eva. There we go. So yeah, just someone, Eva is just someone that's super helpful, There's so many ways to help our agency out, but one of the things that she does is just comes in every day ready to go with a big smile. Just wants to help, like just right now, just helping me organize everything here. And another thing that we really value is someone that really wants to see other people do well. So around her, where she sits, she's always trying to pump people up and, try to get them to reach their best levels. So someone that also shares the same values. She has some challenges also, not challenges, but she made some changes in her life when it comes to health and taking care of her body. So that story is something that I really believe in too. So those are all the types of things that makes her a great fit for our agency. Let's get her for Ava. Okay, so this team member started with us September 2022. She's already won a contest, which is a December payment winner, and has an incredible attendance record at 95% as well, and also is here every day. Let's give it up for early every day. Let's get up for Genesis. We'll take some pictures too. Just another fast learner, someone who likes to stay busy and gets here to work early, takes the calls, and gets us off to a good start. So we just really need someone, kind of call, some of our closers who stay late, and we have the openers, and Genesis is definitely an opener and someone we're really happy to have part of our team. And also because the age factor is someone who has just really a bright future in the insurance business and with our agency. So let's get up for Genesis again. We have another first-time winner started with us April of 2022. 95% attendance, 6 consecutive payment contest winners, and even won the Hustle Award in December. Who do we have here? Linda. We have pressed it 4 times to get Linda. Fun fact, her real name is Herlinda.
Yeah.
Now, incredible year for Linda. Again, she came to us when we really needed somebody, with the CSR, and we just had, people like, Lauren Jazz doing customer service, just someone who just picks up the phone calls, is just always here. You guys already know what she does for our agency. When she first came, our numbers really went higher just because she just took so many calls and did so many things for us. So for the whole year, she was #1 in payments, even though she didn't work the full year. And a big part of what she also did was, even as busy as she was, in the little desk that she had, she trained Genesis right next to her. So just so many things that she did to help us out. And really 2022 wouldn't be what it was without Linda. So let's get it from Linda again. Incredible. So now we're going to get into the two-time winners. So we have somebody that started December 2021. And for the whole year, averaged 38K for the year and had 100% attendance, number one in attendance for the whole year, and sold 12 life policies. Let's give it up for Jason. What'd you say?
It means old man in Spanish.
Oh man. Oh, nice.
A man when he's dead.
Like the man.
Viejón.
Oh yeah. Okay. He definitely dressed like it today. So that's good. All right. So yeah, incredible year for Jason. During that time, he came at a time when it started getting busier, and just being here every day, Saturdays, working late, just the work ethic, and we needed life policies, and just kind of needed a little bit more professionalism at that time. And he came here and really provided that for us. And the whole year, he was very solid, as attendance record shows. So let's get up for Jason again. Okay, and then we have somebody, that second-time winner that started with us in July of 2021. So got licensed and joined us July 2021 and got licensed in July. Is this right? 2021. Yeah, 2021 she started. In 2022 July she got licensed. So a full year after she got licensed, and then just someone who's now displaying great sales skills already. So let's give it up for Judith. So yeah, you guys know, when you first get your license, how difficult it is. But the first month she sold one policy, $600,000, $600, I should say. She outsold all of us combined. 4,000 in August, 10K in September, 12K in October, and then 24K in November. So just the gradual step that she's taking, and she's still doing it with the great closing ratio that she has. Just another team member that is so nice. That's something that I really value as our agencies. We just want a team that is nice to each other. And she's a perfect example of that. Anyone who's around her knows that she really wants to go out of her way to help. So many policies, she's close for each other. And now, last year she was instrumental in helping out Jamie too. So training, being there for each other, being there for their clients, the way she talks to them is something that I really feel confident and really fits our style of our agency. So let's get it for Judith again. Okay, and we have a team member here that joined us in April of 2021. This is her second time winning this award here. 98% attendance. Got licensed during the middle of the year, April, and then won the contest 4 times, payment contest 4 times, and has averaged $27,000 for the whole year. So let's give it up for. Oh, and then also won the 2021 Customer Service Rep of the Year. So now we're going to get into some agents who have won some awards in the past year. So last year she won this award. And let's give it up for America. So yeah, just got licensed in April, and she sold 50K in November. That's in only her 8 months. So she really just did a great job of learning things, and she was number 3 total in phone calls and phone hours. So that just shows what I respect about her is her work ethic. Someone that's new and just got licensed and just started to work hard. And then she won the Hustle Award for October and November, and was the 2021 Customer Service Representative of the Year. Just someone who had an incredible year as far as improving. And that's what our agency is all about. We're all at a certain point, doesn't matter where we are, but we always want to improve. And that's something that she really showed us how to do last year. So let's give it up for America. Now we're getting into the 3-time winners here. So we're gonna go all the way back to August of 2020. Last year she averaged 33K average. Who do we have here? Let's give it up for Diana. Congratulations. Hello.
Go to the Grammys, girl.
This is the Grammys.
This is the Grammys here. I love the suit. So yeah, Diana had a great year. You know, she came from the jewelry business, and just from the very, very first day, just knew that she was going to be someone that's going to help us with sales. And she didn't disappoint at all, because she's just someone that's also so nice and wants to help. I think what she did last year was sit next to Judith the whole year. Really, it was the first time I had somebody that didn't actually go through training through me, because usually I'm just like so like, you know, someone new starts, I'm like really on them. But I didn't have to do that because Diana was there helping out Judith. I think that was just such a great thing that worked out, and that really showed me the power of teamwork as you guys helping each other, how that could work out, and just helped us out with that. And then also really went big on the sales number, ending with 49,000 in December. And just an incredible year, just consistent all around. Let's get up for Diana. All right, now we're going to get to the 3-time winners here. Started with us April 2020. Here are some awards that this agent has won before. 2021, just last year in this room here, won the 2021 Rookie of the Year and the 2021 Most Improved Player of the Year. Okay, let's get up for Jaylene. There you go, congratulations. So yeah, Jaylene had an incredible year here, 96% attendance. You know, first and foremost, we want to give it up for her for that. 29,000 for the year in sales, and then 44,000. That was her best month in October. So last year we already talked about it, but you know, when we first, for those of you guys who are new, Jaylene is Jasmine's little sister. But you know, when she first started, you know, we were just, you never know how things are gonna go, you know, and the numbers were very small as far as phone hours, and just, I was almost wondering, I was a little worried that if the clients could hear her or not. But again, our agency is all about improving and taking the next step. Nothing happens overnight, but you just take one step after another, one step after another. And the important thing is just to show up every day. And that's what she's done now for close to 3 years now, in April. And I just love seeing the progress, and it just makes me really happy that to see someone where they were and someone where they are, and then even more excited about where she's gonna keep going. So really someone we really appreciate, working the Saturdays, you know, making the shift to the late shift for our team and for her numbers too. So a lot of things that she does for our agency and for our clients. So let's get up for Jaylene again. All right, so now we're gonna get to the 6-time winners, 6+ times. These are really the veterans, okay? And then, huh? Oh really? Oh yeah, okay, great. You know, because they went through the war. You know, they've been through everything, and really, they're the reasons that we have this agency the size that we have it right now. You know, if they didn't sell the policies, we wouldn't need to hire the CSRs, and then the CSRs becomes agents too. They've been through multiple different offices now, the Tustin office, and then we moved to the 10th floor, and now we're at the 11th floor. Really, we could call them the core. You know, they've been with, they really helped us so much. And we're gonna get into the first winner of the 6-time winner here. Whoops. Yeah. But 2021 Dedication Award, that's the award I gave out after 5 years. So she won that last year. Since you guys already saw, let's give it up for Maria. Congratulations. So yeah, when I hired Maria, man, this is a long time ago, 6 years ago. It was July. It was during 4th of July weekend. And I was just in a situation, well, 6 years ago, things have really changed. Like back then, it was just like, do you really want to work for me? Like, I would just hire anybody because as a new business owner, it's hard to find staff members that want to work for you, you know, because I really don't have anything to prove. Like I can't say like, oh yeah, I have like, multiple people making 6 figures a year and check out this office. It wasn't that case at all back then. So I really was just excited when someone just said they wanted to work for me. So I almost literally hired her over the phone, 4th of July weekend, and then she came in that Tuesday. And 6 years later, here we are. But I just want to say that, sometimes in business, you look at the numbers, but there's a lot of things that affect the business besides just looking at the numbers. And if I would have looked at the numbers too much, or because we go through different scenarios in business and different needs in business, there were times where, it's kind of maybe, worried if things will work out. But one thing about Maria, she just never gives up. She stayed loyal. And now I couldn't see our agency going forward without her because of all the training she does for the new staff members and all the knowledge she shares with the people and team members around her. So let's give it up for Maria for 6 years of working hard for us and really helping us grow. All right, and then this team member started with us July of 2016. Some of the awards she has won is the 2016 Cross-Sell Agent of the Year, 2021 Dedication Award, also 5 years of service, and then the 2021 Outstanding Sales Performance Award, which is an award I gave out to anybody who finishes in the top 3 in sales. So she's not here to join us today, but let's get up for Kalia. So she averaged 44,000 for the whole year, but again, just like how we did, her numbers started going up as really high at the end there as the year went on, and in November she did 77,000. And then she was also the top closing ratio at 28%. So someone who knows how to sell, someone who knows how to really talk to the clients and really takes our sales training very seriously, and just, professional closer, which is something that our agency needs. So let's get up for Kalia for another incredible, great sales year. Okay, and we have another 6-time winner. Started with us in March of 2016. 2016 Dedication Award also for 5 years with us. Let's give it up for Yu-chan. Again, we're really talking about the core of our team, There was a time when, it was Laura, Jazz, Blanca, Kalia, Maria, and Yu-chan. That's really the core of our team. And we had so many different roles, Maria with the customer service and knowing the products, and Yu-chan is another we could really say core member of our team because of what she does for us. You guys already know, but all the organization that we have to go through, you guys don't even know all the lists that she prepares for us, the renewal list and the manager list before, now the non-renewal list, and just so many things that she does for us that this is just an opportunity for me to just give her more credit because I really don't do enough of it. At the monthly meetings, we talk about some of the top rankings and stuff like that. But Yu-chan is someone who is, besides getting COVID last year, right? That was tough, but doesn't get sick and is just getting better at everything she does, and someone who, most importantly, just cares about our agency, which is what I appreciate the most out of all you guys too. But someone who cares. The more people we have like that, the better. And I think Yu-chan is someone that we just couldn't operate the way we do without her. So let's get it for Yu-chan again. All right, so let's get into some of the team voting awards here. You guys have been wondering about who voted for who, so I won't display that, but we're gonna get into these categories here. So the best dressed nominees, we have Diana, Genesis, and Linda. These are all up votes. I didn't vote. No one voted for me too, by the way. But that's the part. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
There's not enough votes.
I didn't vote for you.
let's see who won this one, okay? The best dressed winner for 2022 is back-to-back years. Let's get up for Diana. That's well-deserving, right?
She just showed us why she won.
But let's move on to the Hardest Worker of the Year award. So the nominees for these three is Jazz, Laura, and Linda. So this is a tough category, right? I mean, talk about hard workers. We got, someone who really puts in the work, and that's what our agency is all about. But you guys voted, and you guys voted for Laura. You guys are both really representing your awards really well. Displaying it in action. This is also her second year in a row for winning this, and we're gonna get to Laura a little bit later too. Okay, and then we're gonna go with the big awards. Okay, so these are, I don't know why I have the question marks there. I think they're supposed to be emojis, but the slides, it's just been a mess. But
I think there was more categories, but
yeah, we do have some team voting ones, but some of these team voting ones are I consider the big awards. Okay. Yeah, Teammate of the Year is a big one for us. Okay, I really think that's a big one, and so also Customer Service Rep of the Year. Okay, but before we move on to the big awards, I also want to just say a few things about other people who have helped our agency, who are not even in this room. Some of the people that, there's so much things that happens in the business that we need all the help we can, especially to take it to the next level. So one of the things that really helped us out is our content, is because our content is what helps us get these phones ringing. Maybe too much more than we need right now. And then also helps us bring awareness. If nobody knows us, no one could do business with us. We could have 99-cent a day insurance, like the billboards say, but we could actually have those rates. But if nobody knew about us, then we would not sell a single policy. Same thing if I was trying to grow our agency. I wanted to, get more people and grow our agency. Like nobody knew about us, then no one could work here. So the person that helps us out with the content, we do have in this room. So I don't have an award, but let's get off from row. And that's just something that we're going to continue to do, is I just believe in just leveraging technology, adapting to the change of times. People are always on their phones all the time, and that's where we're going to keep showing up, and that's how we're going to get the leads, and that's how we're going to stay busy. That's how we're going to find a new teammates, and we're going to just keep doing what we're doing, but making things, I have all the ideas and stuff like that, but and I used to be because my family, I shared with you guys a little bit, that was into art too, but one of the things that I was doing was drawing and doing stuff at high school, but there was someone that was way better than me, and that's most. So, even though I had the vision, making things look good is definitely a skill that we really need in our agency, so really appreciate more for that. And then I also want to give it up for, you guys don't really deal with them, but I do want to give it up for John. John is someone who helps us out with the Keep system that has really taken our agency to the next level. The ability to just change things on the fly. It's not easy to have things organized with as much data as we have, and to send different messages, and now we need to send these example pictures, and now we need to have this different sales stage, and now we have to do this. And so you guys have, I want to give you guys a lot of credit for just being adaptable when that came out, but it's just black and white, pre-Keep and after Keep, how our agency has changed. So you guys giving me feedback, but the guy who I meet with every week is John, and he's the one that I say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that's something that is going to be a big part of our operation. So I want to also give it up for John for helping us with our lead management. And I also want to give a shout out to our families. Okay, they're not here in this room, obviously, but there's just so much things they do for us. I mean, for me, for example, my two boys, I mean, they're the ones that give me the motivation. They give me the purpose. They give me the drive. And we all need that, So even though sometimes we feel like, oh, we're the ones taking care of them, damn freeloaders. actually, they're the ones, I'm the one benefiting from them, from providing me all the motivation I could possibly need. And for my wife, Risa, for letting me be the workaholic that I am. It's all I could work. There's really no curfew when it comes to work, and just lets me go out there and go to battle and takes care of the home for me, And you guys have similar stories. If you guys have kids, obviously, but you guys have partners, you guys have in-laws, you guys have moms, parents that take care of your kids or whatnot. Those are the type of people I really want to really acknowledge right now. And when you're a mom, it's not that easy to, that's your number one job. So if you guys have anybody, well, you guys do have, I'm sure, then be sure to take a moment to thank them. Say, hey, I won an award, but I wouldn't have done it without you. So let's give it up for our families as well. All right, so we're gonna get to these big awards now. Huge categories: Customer Service Representative of the Year. Customer service is a big part of our agency. It's just a big part of our business. It just comes down to sales and customer service and marketing. But first thing first, we gotta have good customer service, because you guys know how hard it is to get a sale, especially nowadays. You gotta get all these pictures, and you gotta wait 10 days, and it's just not easy to sell an insurance policy. So to have an insurance policy lapse or cancel, it's a bummer. So customer service is what keeps our agency growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So I just want to give a shout out to the 3 nominees that you guys voted for. Let's give it up for Eva, Genesis, and Linda. So, again,
This is tough.
this is a tough one, right? And we just want to share with you guys how much we really appreciate everybody who helps us with the customer service, because we have so many sales to do, and we need the customer service to let the agents be able to sell. It's such a team game, guys. It's such a team, and I just want to give it up for everybody. But for your guys' votes, let's give it up for Linda. Congratulations.
You forgot to do it.
So, again, when Linda first started, it was when I fired Jay, and then Ashley, and Yaret. I don't even remember their names now. Ale, and but it was that time where people were like, "What's going on here?" I was just so happy that actually Carrie and Linda started on the same day. And the phones were just ringing like crazy. And I was like, okay, Laura and Jazz, I got to keep them selling. So I damn near got on the phone, but I sat in between them. That little ass, remember? And I was training both at the same time, right? And to be honest, Carrie knew how to talk to people. She knew the insurance. She was in the business for a long time. And Linda had experience too, but Carrie was a little bit more experienced, to be honest with you. Okay. And she was also licensed too. And Linda wasn't. So at the time I was like, okay, wow, Carrie's so good at talking to people. Okay, I still got to train Linda a little bit more, so she needs a little bit more attention. And the phones were ringing off the hook. And then I was like, Carrie, let's get the phone over here. I was trying to get her, but Linda's just beating her to it. I'm like, Linda, slow down. But that's just how Linda is. And now look at where they are now. Okay, so it just comes to show you that no matter where you start off with, it's the work ethic that makes all the difference to being who you are and where you're going to be in this business. And her work ethic is second to none. And because of that, not only do we appreciate you, but as someone I consider a hard worker myself, someone that I could also respect as well. So let's give it up for Linda. All right, and this is again your guys' vote here. Teammate of the Year. This year was just a great year for teamwork. Maybe it's because those people are gone, but it's just maybe the office setting has changed too. It's more open now, but I just love where our teamwork level is at right now. And being a good teammate is something I totally value. So let's get up for these three nominees. So let's get up for these three, Jazz, Laura, and Yuchan. Okay. Really happy to see you guys voting for Yuchan too, and Jazz and Laura, which is pretty rare for top sales agents to be top, teammates. So without further ado, top teammate of the year based on your guys' votes goes to Laura. Yeah, this one really stood out to me, okay? Because, a lot of times in sales organizations, the top sales agents are just worried about themselves. And in sales, you kind of need that. You kind of need that, like, I got to get my numbers. I'm just so focused on my numbers, and I just want to beat everybody up. You get that in a lot of sales organizations, especially in competitive ones. And, sales is competitive. So to have our top producer win this award, it just shows it just shows a lot about what our agency is about, because it's not just about hitting the great numbers, but it's also about being nice to each other and helping each other out. Another thing that I think I love seeing is that no matter where we get to, including me as well, as we reach new levels in this business, it's so important to have the humility. To not feel to have the confidence that you are better, but not treat anyone less than you. And to have the humility, that's what being a good teammate is all about. So as crazy as our numbers are, and this is something that I was just even more proud of her numbers for the rest of the team to vote her as a teammate of the year. So let's give it up again for Laura. It really shows her evolution too, because we all progress as our careers goes, and this is something maybe not was as natural to her, but going from someone who cares about her numbers and now caring about the whole team. And that's something that I really appreciate. All right, so we got our Rookie of the Year category. So we have a lot of great past winners here, including Laura and Jazz and Jaylene last year. This year's Rookie of the Year, this one was voted by me. These aren't team votes now. Okay, this is something that I get to decide now. And I want to choose who gets the Rookie of the Year. And let's give it up for Jason Garcia. Come on, guys. You guys? 100% attendance is really where it starts from, okay? Just needed somebody here, somebody who could stay late, close deals. Sales-wise, too, very solid, 38K. His best month was 67,000, I think, November. So really got up there, too, at the end of the year. And another thing that provided was life sales. Okay, 12 life sales, which is averaged one per month. So came from a different farmers agency and really, made a big difference for our agency. And just someone that first year was great. Okay, let's see how the second year goes. But first year was incredible. And we have high hopes for him moving forward too. So let's get up for Jason. All right, and let's get to the most improved of the year. So this category also Jaylene won last year, but this is a category we also have. It's because this agency is all about improvement, not only financially, but also happiness level, health level, energy level. We just want to make improvements every single day. And if you make improvements every single day over the span of a whole year, you're just like a whole different person. And that's something that this agent was able to do. So for the most improved of the year, let's give it up for America. I know America wants to give a speech. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Because January 2022, she wasn't licensed. In fact, she didn't get licensed till July. Okay, so half the year she wasn't licensed. July she got licensed, and just like everybody else, starts from writing, few K, 4K that month. And then fast forward to November, 53,000. Okay, so that's like making $400 in commission in July, and then by the end of the year, making over 5K in commission. So her year was just outstanding. Second in attendance at 98% behind Jason. 98% is amazing. Again, phone calls, you really usually see the phone calls as the top agents, but because of the customer service work she did, she was number 3 in phone calls. In phone hours, she was also 3rd, but only 2 total hours behind Jazz. So you know how much phones she's jazzed on the phone to be only 2 hours total behind Jazz, third place. And I just want to share with you guys that business as a business owner can get very stressful. All these challenges, all these people. Sometimes for some reason that last year, the span of times people just left and they were just talking bad about me, and then Bristol West changes and all this stuff. And sometimes I just want to just punch a hole in the wall. And there's been days like that where I just came in, not really in the best mood maybe. But every day I come into work, and maybe because she's so calm, and I was sitting next to her, and it just made me someone that, be able to appreciate who actually is here. And she just stayed positive, and she is so quiet but positive and calming that I think that kind of rubbed off me, and I was able to just enjoy last year coming into work and seeing her improve every single day. So I really want to say thank you to America for that. All right, Outstanding Sales Performance Award. 5 years anniversary last year. Customer Service Agent of the Year in 2020. 2019 Customer Service Agent of the Year. 2018 Customer Service Agent of the Year. 2017 Rookie of the Year. Started with us February of 2016. Let's give it up for Blanca. So yeah, too bad she's not here right now, but last year was a great year for her. Okay, she made $90,000. Compared to 2021, it was a really tough year for her. Went through a lot of challenges personally and mentally, and that's how life could get sometimes. But I'm just really proud of her to bounce back and show what she's made of when maybe there were some questions. And you learn a lot about yourself, and I just love seeing people win in this business and to kind of bounce back or be in the tough situations and use sales as a tool to help your life and to learn more about yourself, build confidence. And she just had a great year being able to do that, and just someone I really enjoy watching winning and being happy in life. So let's give it up for Blanca. All right, this one you guys may not know who won. Life Agent of the Year. So let's give it up for Laura. Congratulations. So she sold a total of 25 life policies. And I just want to share with you guys, well, first of all, just Laura, and we'll get more to Laura, but life insurance is going to be a major factor moving on forward. Okay. Farmers is basically, because auto is so unprofitable, they're tying into the life sales into the auto commissions. But it's not like if you write more life, you get to make more money in auto. It's more like if you don't write life, then we'll cut your commissions in auto. Okay. So starting April 1st, that's when everything starts. I already have a lot of things lined up for us. We have to we're going to have more of a meeting next week because April 1st is right on the corner. So I'm staying busy with everything. That's why these slides are all messed up. But we're having basically an opportunity for every single one of you guys to make more money, even if you have a life license or not. And if you do have a life license, definitely an opportunity to make more money moving on forward. It's going to be just a big part of our culture now moving on forward. And I think it's a great thing because as insurance professional, it kind of is our obligation to protect our family, even if the conversation could get awkward. So that's something we're going to all do, even if you're licensed or not. You're going to mention it And then if you get someone to fill out a form saying that they're interested, and if they go through an app, then you get $100. It's going to be easy money if you talk to a lot of people, and the life agents are going to get a lot more leads. So we're going to add this product as a major part of our operation. But who else to lead the way than Laura? Because she knows how to sell everything anywhere. So 25 life policies last year, which averages out to more than 2 a month. So let's get Laura again. This one was a tough one. So when you get a commercial lead, right, you guys are like, who do I chat it to? Like, who's going to get it? Like, oh, who's... Okay, let's get Laura. But these are 2 major categories that I just don't want to say, not make it a big deal. But, I was at, so right now Farmers is not big on personal lines, not auto and home, because basically they're losing money on it. So every year they have a kickoff and they invite me every year, and I get on stage and I talk to, Southern California, everywhere from San Diego to Riverside, San Bernardino, Orange County, and LA. And then, there's just 600 agents there. And I thought I wasn't going to get invited because, they don't want me to talk about, selling auto insurance. They invited me and said, hey, you need to be there to talk about commercial insurance. I was like, commercial insurance? Why me? Like, well, you actually sold, your agency actually was number 2 in the whole Southern Division for commercial insurance sales. I was like, really? I didn't even know, right? And then, so I got on stage and I was supposed to talk about how we sell so much life insurance, 136 policies last year. And I went up there and I said, I have a confession. I didn't sell not a single one of those. There's an agent in my office named Laura Martinez that sold all of them. Because that's the truth. Commercial insurance is something that is a lot of money, and she sold 136 policies, and you guys did a great job of forwarding over to her. But it's something that drives a lot of revenue, and her ability to do that is at a high level is something that I really appreciate. So let's get a floor again. It just really shows, how resourcefulness she is. Because I came from AAA where I was selling auto policies, so I was just like, selling auto policies, and the first person I hired, I taught him how to sell auto insurance. But it takes someone that's really resourceful as far as just being able to look things up on their own, do their own research, because I never trained Laura, And then I got called into a luncheon and I had to meet with all these other top farmers like legends that sell commercial insurance, and I'm sitting there having no idea what they're talking about because I don't know about commercial insurance. But someone who's knowledgeable, works hard, does her own research, and figures things out on her own, those are things that I really value, as it is getting harder for me to train everybody one-on-one anymore. So those are things that I think helped her get to where she is today. Incredible. Personal Lines Agent of the Year. So this agent has won a few awards. Started with us March of 2016. Okay, since then, Rookie of the Year, Customer Service. She used to do customer service, okay, guys? 2017 Customer Service. 2018 Leadership Award. I don't do that anymore, we probably should. Started voting for Teammate of the Year. 2019 Teammate. Okay, Outstanding Sales Performance. Teammate of the Year again. 2020 Outstanding Sales Performance. 5-year work anniversary. Last year was voted Team of the Year, and last year also won this award. So just an incredible year for Jazz. Total premium of $858,000 is what she sold. Average $71,000 for the whole year. Looking at her progression, $72,000 in 2021. 2020, $54K, so just increasing revenue and sales. 93% attendance. Okay, that's something that we really want to give her credit for too, is the high attendance. Number 1 in phone calls. You guys hear her on the phones? Yeah. You gotta listen carefully. Number 2 in phone hours, 525, 26% closing ratio. Second year to make $100,000 in 1 year. Let's give it up for our personal lines agent of the year, Jasmine Sepulveda. You're checking that picture.
Yeah.
Is that all
Let
right?
me make sure he got that right.
Okay. Oh, speech.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so yeah, Jasmine started with us 2016. Very early on, okay, she was Laura's referral. And I still remember that interview. You know, we had an interview, she left, and Laura was like, so how'd it go? I was like, are you kidding me? It's a superstar. You know, like she was wondering if I was gonna hire her or not. In my head, I already saw like she was gonna be a superstar. I really did. It's just, sometimes you just know, you know, is it the voice? Is it just the energy? Is it just the passion for insurance? It's just, Laura, this is like a no-brainer.
And I referred her for free.
and Eva too. That was huge, but that's again the core member, Laura, really building her agency. That's that in so many ways she has done that. But just someone that we talk about every single month, but brings the energy, brings the positivity, and we just really appreciate everything you've done for us, leadership-wise, helping other people believe in themselves. She comes with so much confidence and belief in what she can do, and she always delivers when it comes to personalized sales. And I'm really excited about what's also next as she studies for life license, and we have leadership roles, and we just have a whole nother level to get to, and I'm just really excited for her to get to those next levels. So let's get up again for Jazz. We got the 2022 Agent of the Year Award. So this agent has also won some awards in the past. So 2013 Rookie of the Year, she started in 2012. Customer service agents, this seems to be a trajectory as a superstars, you know, Rookie of the Year, and then starting to win Customer Service Agents of the Year awards, and then 2015 Agent of the Year Award. Dedication Award 2017, Agent of the Year, Life Agent of the Year. If we have Life Agent and Commercial Agent of the Year, she probably would have won those years too, she would have. And then 2021 Commitment Award last year for her 10-year work anniversary. Last year, obviously, 2021 Agent of the Year Award. Let's get up for none other than Laura Martinez. Oh. So total premium of 1.1 million. Okay, so we rolled 5 million, so she did 25%. 20%, okay. Average 93K in a month. So that's the average. So a big jump from 78,000 in 2021, 64,000 in 2020. Number one in most phone hours. This is no secret, you know, if you want to sell a lot of insurance, you got to be on the phones. And Laura is just has tireless energy when it comes to that. I think, are you on the phone on the way to work and after work too?
Sometimes she is.
You know, just unbelievable energy when it comes to that. That closing ratio is off there, but number 2 in closing ratio, number 2 in most Agent of the Month over 60 months in a row. Okay, so this is hard to do with anything 60 months in a row. You know, but to be the top sales agent for 60 months in a row, Agent of the Year now, 8 years in a row, makes over 10K a month, and now she has done that for 3 years in a row. So this is where I was supposed to say, let's give it up for Laura. So, you know, I think I shared the story, but let's share Laura's story too. You know, 2021, I was in Old Town Tustin, little,
2012.
long time ago. Okay, so long time ago, right? Some of you guys are like my kids' ages at that time. So, you know, I was a new business owner. Again, I was like, I'm just anybody who walks in this door, I'm gonna hire. But Craigslist was the place to be at. Okay, farmers insurance, customer service, $11 an hour, all caps. That was my ad. Murray's seen it. You guys would be like, oh yes. And, it was a recession, so there was a lot of resumes. You know, a bunch of resumes come in, like 300 resumes, one post. Times were tough back then. For not only for business owners, for people looking for jobs too. But is your baby daddy in jail though? So that was her situation. No license, okay. No insurance license. Vehicle could barely make it to work. You know, that was the reason she would call out, because her car wouldn't work. It got to a point where I recently found out that, you know, she was even considering moving to Texas because the cost of living in California. So I just want to appreciate her for just taking a chance on me, because there was no evidence, you know. The office wasn't great, guys. You know, it was, there's piss stains from Paris, my dog. You know, the AC wouldn't work on the day you needed it to work. And you just had like one cookie, and then 10 minutes, it lands all over it. You know, one thing for me to be able to be like, hey, like, you know, maybe come work here because I have proof. Hey, you could be like Laura, you could be Jazz. And I truly believe that they're inspirations, and with hard work and effort and loyalty and commitment, that a lot of people could become like them. But I didn't have that proof, you know. You should have seen the group I had when Laura came. But she still said, okay, well, this is the place I want to be. This is the place I want to commit to. And we started working together, okay. And I was just like, just from the very first moment, I was like, wow, this is different. You know, just the ability to learn different products, the ability to just understand what I'm trying to do, think like a business owner, and from referring Jazz over, and Jazz referring, you know, Jaylene over, and also referring Eva over. You know, one of the secrets to making money is to just provide value. Once you provide so much value, like a natural good human being, if someone was helping you and helping you and helping you, anyone natural with any kind of heart would want to provide back to that person. I got to help this person back, because it can't be a one-sided situation. So that's the situation she has put herself in, where I feel 100% obligated to just keep providing the opportunity, keep providing the opportunity. And that's the situation that I like to put myself with you guys too, and vice versa too. Same thing with clients. When you're trying to get sales too, you want to provide value, customer service, provide value, and help them as much as you can. And that way they help you back. It's just human nature. But that's the secret, you know, that she provides so much value to our agency and has built our agency so much that there's just no way that I cannot want to pay her back 10 times more. So I just really want to thank Laura for the last 10 years. And I want to thank her in advance and just say how excited about the next 10 years. So let's get up for Laura again. All right, guys, so thank you for a great year. I just want to end it with a couple things. You know, 2022 is a year that I will never forget. There's a lot of different jobs out there. All jobs are all different. You know, I was talking to Jason, and Jason was telling me that the cleaning lady was just talking to him for a whole hour, just about, you know, anything she can. And I thought about like, wait, you know, why does she want to talk that much? We're thinking about it, and I was like, man, probably is a lonely job to be cleaning and not be able to talk to people. And you know, if you have somebody to talk to, then you're gonna want to talk to somebody, you know, for a long time. There's other jobs where it could be actually dangerous. You know, you're actually risking your life. There's jobs out there that maybe have terrible coworkers, or maybe a terrible boss. There's a lot of different jobs out there. It could be lonely again, dangerous, bad situation, but also there's jobs that you could be there super early, have the best attitude, and work harder than anybody else. At the end of the year, you're not getting paid any more than the other person that doesn't care. So I just want to say that I want to make this place completely different than that. This place is just more than money, you know, when it comes to work. It's a place that we want to find purpose. We want to find the ability to progress, because happiness comes from progression. You know, when you're happy, that's when you're making progress, to me at least. I talked about it last meeting, but you know, there's a lot of successful people who have retired and did that for 6 months and they got miserable. You know, it's not all that it's cracked out to be. It's all about progressing, finding what the next step is that makes us happy. It's also, work can be a distraction from some of the harsh realities of life. You know, life is sometimes not easy. And it just gives us an escape. Because there's a lot of different ways to escape. People go to drugs, turn to alcohol. A lot of bad things when you try to escape, because we all need escape. But I want to provide a place where work provides a productive escape, where you could go and get distracted but still be productive. Helps you build confidence, helps you learn about yourself, learn about self-love, and I just want it to be a place where it gives you optimism for the future. So it's going to be tough, but you know, 2022, we're talking about 2022. You know, got to talk about something that's difficult to talk about, but you know, in January, we went through a tragedy. Jazz and Jaylene, it was January 5th, and I still remember, you know, them losing their brother David. And nothing I could say or, you know, do could help them. But I just want to thank you guys for making last year a place where we could come and support each other and be there for each other. We need a place where people root for each other, a place where people want to help others win, and we need a place where everyone feels where they belong. And I just wanted to dedicate, like I said last year, to Jazz and Jaylene and to David. And I want to continue to dedicate our agency's production. Everything we do is for them. So I kind of want you guys, everybody, to stand up. Except for Jazz and Jaylene. Okay. And let's just give it up for them. They just deserve that for being so strong. Not only for what they did for our agency, but for their family. We love you, Jazz and Jaylene. I know David's looking down at you guys, extremely proud of what you guys did and who you guys were last. I just really want to share with you guys that thank you guys for being there for them too. So let's continue to be there for each other in 2023. And I just want to close this out for saying that thank you guys for being there for me in 2022.